The Houston Texans faced off against the Kansas City Chiefs in a highly anticipated Week 16 matchup. The Chiefs entered the game as heavy favorites, and they certainly lived up to the hype. The final score was a resounding 38-13 victory for the Chiefs, but the game was much closer than the score suggests. The Texans came out firing in the first half, keeping pace with the Chiefs' high-powered offense. However, the Chiefs took control in the second half, outscoring the Texans 21-0 to secure the victory. This game was a tale of two halves. The Texans showed flashes of brilliance in the first half, but ultimately, they were unable to keep up with the Chiefs' relentless attack. The first half was a back-and-forth affair with both teams trading blows. The Texans' offense came out firing, moving the ball effectively against the Chiefs' defense. Quarterback Davis Mills showed poise and accuracy, connecting with his receivers for some big plays. Running back Dameon Pierce provided a spark in the running game, breaking tackles and picking up tough yards. The Texans' defense also stepped up in the first half, limiting the Chiefs' offensive production. They were able to get pressure on quarterback Patrick Mahomes, forcing him into some errant throws. However, the Chiefs still managed to put up points thanks to their explosive playmakers. Tight end Travis Kelce was a nightmare matchup for the Texans' defense, hauling in several catches for big gains. Despite the Texans' best efforts, the Chiefs went into halftime with a 17-13 lead. The second half was a different story. The Chiefs came out of the locker room with a renewed sense of urgency, and the Texans simply had no answer. Mahomes started to pick apart the Texans' defense, finding his receivers with ease. The Chiefs' running game also got going as they wore down the Texans' defensive front. On the other side of the ball, the Texans' offense sputtered in the second half. Mills began to force throws, resulting in a costly interception. The running game also stalled as the Chiefs' defense clamped down. The Texans were shut out in the second half, unable to sustain any offensive momentum. Despite the loss, there were some bright spots for the Texans. Dameon Pierce continued to impress, rushing for over 100 yards and a touchdown. He showed toughness, vision, and an ability to break tackles. On the defensive side of the ball, linebacker Christian Harris had a solid game, recording several tackles and a sack. However, the star of the show was undoubtedly Patrick Mahomes. He finished the game with over 300 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, showcasing his incredible arm talent and playmaking ability. Travis Kelce was his favorite target, as usual, racking up over 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. The Texans fought hard, but were ultimately outmatched by a superior Chiefs team. They will look to regroup and finish the season strong in their final 2 games.